How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Rangers Rundown. The Rangers have put together a 4-game winning streak, winning tonight against the New York Islanders. They split the season series with this team. Funnily enough, every single game between these two teams this year resulted in the away team winning. So the Rangers 2 wins coming at the Islanders 2 wins coming at Madison Square Garden. Funny how that works out, but it's nice to get the 2 points, keeping pace with Carolina, who also won this evening. So the Rangers still in second place, but 51 wins on the season. Not too shabby. Kakko is week to week. Gallant also said that he is confident Kakko will play a game or two before the playoffs start. But the Rangers' last game of the season is a week from tomorrow. I don't know. Gallant likes to lie sometimes and just say things that we want to hear or not give any information. I know, shocking that a coach would lie to the press, but will Kakko see the ice before the playoffs? If he does, I hope he's actually ready and he's not just pushing himself to get some ice time before the playoffs start. I hope he's actually healthy if he touches the ice before the playoffs start. Kreider's advantage ad for Toronto, Panarin, Strome, Kopp, Lafreniere, Hedel, Goudreau, Hunt, Rooney, Reeves, Lindgren, Fox, Miller, Trouba, Braun, Schneider, and then Georgiev in the net, who has just won his 7th game in a row. Georgiev, we have mixed feelings about him as a fan base, but he's got a 7-game winning streak to end this season. So, I mean, he's going to play next week against Montreal, and that will probably be his last game of the season. Should be a game that he can win. Hopefully he can finish the season with an 8-game winning streak, and that will just help the Rangers get a little bit more in return when he is traded in the offseason. Rangers control for the first minute of the game. Georgiev, big save on Barzal up close about 30 seconds later. And then another good save about 3 minutes in. So Georgiev standing tall in the early stages of this game. A weird bounce gets to Kreider in front, and after he shoots it, he's high-sticked, but the refs don't call it. Then at 3:43, Kopp scores his first goal of the game, his 200th point of his NHL career, so congratulations to him. There was a neutral zone turnover by the Islanders. Panarin, beautiful backhand across pretty much the entire zone to get to Kopp. He puts it in. 7 minutes in, Strome and Panarin have a 2-on-1.5-ish. Rangers not really giving the Islanders any room in the offensive zone, which is weird, because when you play the Islanders, you expect to be the ones that don't have much room. Islanders are very defensive-minded. They just get in your face. They get sticks into passing lanes. They don't let you do very much. And the Rangers flipped that on its head in that first period. 7:48, Kopp scores his second goal of the game. Another beautiful pass from Panarin. And Fox gets an assist on that goal, so he gets a point in his 200th NHL game. 5 minutes left. The shots are 7-7. But the Rangers just are controlling the puck a lot more than the Islanders. The Islanders are getting chances, but they're not getting extended zone pressure. Rangers, on the other hand, getting some extended zone pressure at times. I wouldn't say the Rangers dominated the first period, but they definitely had the ice tilted in their favor pretty much the whole time. 4 minutes left, Palmieri makes a great move to get right in front on Georgiev, but he makes the save. And then at 18:13, Kopp scores his 3rd goal of the game, a natural hat trick in the first period, something that hasn't been done for the Rangers since the 40s. So congratulations to Kopp for doing that. Panarin at this point had 3 assists in the game. It was Strome, cross crease right in front of the net, gets it to Kopp. Shots 9-8 in favor of the Rangers at the end of that first period. 37 seconds into the second period, Nelson scores a goal, breaking the Rangers shutout streak. 200 minutes and 43 seconds of a shutout streak for the New York Rangers. The Islanders break through and score 3, but the Rangers have let in 3 goals in the last 4 games. That is still crazy good numbers. Georgiev, big save about 2.5 minutes in. Islanders controlling play early, and pretty much the first half of the second period, I would say, was all Islanders. So they came back, they got back to their own Barry Trotz style of hockey and really controlled that second period to start. Vetrano almost tips it in from a Kreider pass. And then halfway through the period, shots are 4-8 in favor of the Islanders, really not letting the Rangers set much up. It was bizarro world in the first period, and then it came back to normal in the second with the Islanders not letting the Rangers set too much up. First line has some pressure, and Vetrano has a chance, about 8 minutes left. Strome and Panarin have a 2-on-1. Then at 16:54, Palmieri takes an interference penalty. And 21 seconds into that power play, Kreider would score his 26th power play goal of the season, his 51st goal of the season. Just over 2 minutes left in the period, Georgiev stops the puck, but the lines come together. There was some pushing and shoving. There was a fight that almost broke out, but they kept their gloves on, so it wasn't really a fight. Trouba and Wahlstrom both take offsetting roughing penalties at 17:57, so we get 2 minutes of 4-on-4. But at 19:07, Strome would score a goal right from the top of the slot. It was a beautiful shot. Panarin now has 4 assists in the game, 96 points, which is a career high. The Rangers have 4 games left this season, and Panarin is 4 points away from 100 points. It would be the first time in his career that he reached the 100-point plateau. 4 points in 4 games, and it's Artemi Panarin. I think he's going to get there. We just watched Kreider get to 50 goals. I think we're going to see Panarin get to 100 points. Shots 10-9 in favor of the Islanders in the second period. At 1:55 of the third period, Strome takes a hooking penalty. The puck gets into the crease and Georgiev is pushed into the net. It was reviewed and they kept the call the same. They called it no goal on the ice, and that call was stayed. 2:06, Nelson scores a power play goal. So it's funny. They took their time. They reviewed the play. They said, still no goal. Puck didn't cross the line, or at least if it did, they didn't see it. The whistle had already blown, so there's no chance. And then right off the next faceoff, Brock Nelson scores a power play goal. So all that review was for nothing because the Islanders still scored. So they cut the lead. 5 minutes in, Rangers have some offensive zone pressure, but the Islanders really pushing to try and get this game back to something respectable. 7.5 minutes in, Georgiev makes a great save again on Kyle Palmieri. 8 minutes left, Fox almost finds Strome. He would have had an open net. Varlamov was across the other side of the crease. Fox tried to get it to Strome, would have had a wide open net, but it was pushed away. 12:53, who else but Ryan Reeves scores his 4th goal of the season at 12:53. It was a 3-on-1 with Lafreniere and Goudreau. So Islanders get caught with a defenseman down low, 3-on-1, and Ryan Reeves scores a goal. But 29 seconds later, Bailey would score a goal just to keep things interesting. And then for the rest of the period, Islanders tried to push to get something. Georgiev said no every time. Rangers had a chance or two, but they were really just concerned with winning this game, and that they did. They clinched officially home ice in the playoffs because at this point, nobody can catch them for second place. The worst the Rangers will finish is second place in the division, which means they will clinch home ice. If they stay in second, they'll have home ice against third. If they get first place, they'll have home ice against the first wild card. So Rangers will not finish worse than second place in the Metropolitan Division this year, which is phenomenal and far better than I think any of us thought this Rangers team was going to be. I myself, before this season started, I thought the Rangers could push for 4th in the division, but probably end up 5th, and they ended up proving me wrong in a very big way. Stats at the end of this game, shots 23-29 in favor of the Islanders. Faceoffs 45%. Power play went 1 for 1. Hits 27-25 in favor of the Rangers. Blocks 13-10 also in favor of the Rangers. The trivia question of the evening: who are the only pair of Rangers players who both had 70 or more assists in the same season? It's only happened once, and it was in 1991, 1992. It was Brian Leetch, who had 80, and Mark Messier, who had 72. Very, very strong numbers from two players who Shocker, they put up big numbers. Who would have thought? The Rangers are back in action Saturday afternoon, a 3 p.m. game where the Rangers go play their final away game of the season at Boston, hoping to sweep that season series against the Bruins. The Rangers won the first 2 meetings against the team earlier in the seaseason. Hopefully they can make it 3-0 on Saturday. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more videos like it, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next rundown.